Well, hi, Miss King. It's so good to see you.
Hello, Miss Mont. Wonderful to see you too on this beautiful day.
It's so sunny out. How are you doing today?
I'm doing quite well, really. I mean, it's a different time,
It
not
is.
being at school.
I know, I've been having a few conversations with some different friends and teachers and people in the community, and we've been talking a lot about what people are doing since we don't have school during COVID. And so I thought it might be a good idea to ask you, Miss King, what you think about that and what you're doing during your days.
Well, it's interesting that you should be talking about that, Miss Mont, because, I've been thinking a lot about it. And I know that some of the kids that we know, and even adults, they love to challenge themselves by playing video
Mhm.
games.
Oh, you're right, Miss King.
Yeah. And then I thought, I wonder why video games are so exciting and why do people love playing video games so much? And I know that some people are doing that maybe during this time at home. Well, I thought the reason they like it so much is because it's so satisfying to make it to the next level. And they work hard, don't they? Kids and I do because I play video games too. And I work really hard, and I know that if I work hard enough and long enough, I will make it to that next level.
Mm.
And that makes it really more fun to go on to that next level and you feel so satisfied. But did you know, Miss Mott,
Mm.
here is a fun fact.
Mm.
Life is kind of like a video game. It is
Oh.
most satisfying when we are challenging ourselves to
Mm.
get to the next level. Now, for me, before I can settle into doing my work on the next level, which is in my video games or whatever that is, I like to make sure that I get certain things done. So I have to have certain things in my world that make it ready for me to go on and try to challenge myself to that next level. For
Mm.
instance, I like to make sure that I tidy up around the house, make the bed. I like to make sure I have my shower, brush my teeth, have
Mhm.
my breakfast, get all those things done. Then I feel like I can settle down happily to work on something like maybe doing a little bit of writing, maybe working on a new song on my guitar, maybe doing the next level in Word Twister, my new game, which I love, no surprise, with words in it. Now, Miss Mott,
Mm.
what about you during this COVID time? What do you need to do in order to get ready to work on your next level of making Miss Mott a better Miss Mott? What's your plans? What have you been busy with?
Well, Miss King, I'm realizing that I think you made a really good point. I always have to start first by making everything around me feeling like it's clean and organized. So I start my day, I go for a nice walk, and then I come back and I make myself a nice breakfast. And then I kind of tidy. I do some sort of little cleaning, and that makes me feel like I'm ready and set for my day. But I have been doing a lot of things. I love baking, and so I've been doing some baking challenges with friends, and I absolutely love reading. So I've been trying to read a little bit of extra and set that time aside in my day. And then, of course, I always love going on walks with Milo.
Of course, yes, and me with Jackie.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
and yes, and do you find, Miss Mott, that you enjoy doing those things better once you get your organization things completed, like your tidying and
I
all those other
do.
things?
I do. It makes
Mhm.
it easier to do those things.
Yeah, I know that you and Miss Casey did a food club last
Mhm.
year. Did you do it last year too? I know you did it the year before.
We did. We did it last year,
Okay,
and we've
good.
done a few online together too. So it's been fun.
Well, I like that because, your kids would certainly understand what a recipe is.
Mhm.
And this, what we've been talking about today, about organizing things, getting things done in your day, brushing their teeth, washing themselves, having a shower, keeping themselves clean, tidying up after themselves, maybe being kind to all the people in their family, etc., etc. That's kind of like a recipe
Mm.
for getting through our COVID days. And actually, I actually think it's like a recipe for life, you know,
Wow, I
doing
love that.
jobs that you need to do each day,
Hmm.
keeping yourself clean, tidying up after yourself, being kind to each other. And then once you look after those things, you can challenge yourself to try something new, because those are the things. Do the jobs you need to do each day,
Hmm.
then you can challenge yourself to try something new. I don't know, maybe the kids want to write a story. Maybe they want to plant a garden. Maybe they would like to read a chapter book. I
Mm.
don't know. Make sure that challenge, though, isn't too easy or too hard, because just like in a video game, then it's not very much fun, is it?
Mm.
But life is like a video game in that it is most satisfying when we are working towards that next level. We're adding skills that will help you to have even more fun as you work towards your next level.
Mm. I
That's
love
what I
that
think.
recipe, Miss King.
It's a
I
good
love that
recipe.
recipe.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
easy, I think, during COVID. I think it would be easy just to stay in bed and maybe watch TV, but I'm not going to do it because that's not a recipe for happy.
Mm.
Nope. So, Miss Mott, what is the recipe? What are the two things, the recipe for happy?
So Miss King, I totally agree. I think the first thing that to be really happy and feel really joyful is we want to first get the things done that we need to get done to make ourselves feel good. So that's like brushing our hair, getting clean and ready for the day, and getting out of bed even can sometimes be hard. Doing that, and then challenging ourselves with something new or something that we think is fun that we might want to try. I think those are two really great things. And when we do those two things together, I think you're so right. It's a perfect recipe to make our days filled with happy.
Agreed. I love it.
Me too. And so I think I would be so interested to hear what our SJAM family thinks about that recipe. I'd like to know what kind of things they might be challenging themselves with.
I'd be
So,
so interested to hear what they're
I mean,
challenging themselves with.
it's so hard because there's so many things. I would love to get some of the ideas that people might have had. It could be anything from starting a garden to trying new recipes, maybe trying some new art out that they've never done before,
Or yoga. Maybe they like to do yoga.
yoga,
Yeah.
maybe
And you
they're
know what, Miss Mott?
what?
I would like to also hear, I
Mhm.
would like to hear their routines that they need to
Mm.
do each day to get them ready for those challenges. What are their routines? What do they like to do
Mm.
in order for them to feel like they're ready to take on a challenge?
Well, I hope, SJAM, that we can hear from you and you can let us know what are the routines that are really helpful for you, and what are the new fun and challenging things that you've been trying, and let us know.
A recipe for happiness.
All right, we'll talk soon.
Bye, Miss Mott. Bye,
Bye.
guys.